Welcome to the first ever map discussion for the Western Carolinas, specifically North and South Carolina as a whole. I got some family scattered all over the Carolinas, so I just found that this might be the easiest way to let them know what's going on as far as the weather, anywhere from thunderstorms to winter weather to tropical weather. Right now, I'm going to look at this surface map with satellite data on it, and the first thing that pops out probably is the convection in southeastern Iowa. Those prompted severe thunderstorm warnings earlier this morning, but this is associated with a frontal system draped across the central part of the United States. If you focus on the Carolinas, you'll see that these satellite images show some clouds across the area. This is tropical moisture being streamed from the Gulf of Mexico. It's being sucked into an upper level trough that's in southern Canada. It's moving due east, so it's acting like a vacuum and sucking all this moisture up. We'll get into the forecast a little bit later on, but the National Hurricane Center is monitoring the convection down in the Gulf of Mexico. So if there is any development, that should go across Florida and probably bring some pretty heavy rain across central and southern parts of Florida within the next few days. So here's the forecast for the Carolinas. So remember, we have a front that's draped across the central parts of the United States. This is progged to approach the area later on, early next week. But let's take a look at the maximum temperatures for October 4th. We have generally some low to mid 70s across the higher terrain, probably locally. Like here's 59. This is probably where Black Mountain is. In Asheville specifically, 76 today, 81 in Charlotte, 81 in Myrtle Beach, 80 in Wilmington. Tomorrow, a little bit warmer, 80 in Asheville, 83 in Charlotte. Sunday, same. Generally low 80s across the mountains and Piedmont, a little bit cooler in the higher elevations. Getting into Monday, we can see the effects of that cold front across the mid Ohio Valley, or getting into the upper parts of the Tennessee River Valley. Generally upper 60s to low 70s, while we are maintaining upper 70s to low 80s, perhaps even mid 80s towards Fayetteville on Monday. On Tuesday, fall time arrives right on schedule. Low 70s across the vast portions of the western parts of the Carolinas. Upstate of South Carolina looks to be into the mid 70s. And then Wednesday, much the same. A little bit cooler down into the Palmetto State and across the entirety of the Carolinas in general, as fall has arrived. When we wake up on Saturday morning, we will have temperatures in the low 60s across the central parts of the Piedmont, and getting into the upper 50s to mid 50s across the foothills and mountains. Towards the coast, it'll be a little bit warmer, generally in the upper to mid 60s when you wake up Saturday morning to get the paper. Much the same, maybe a little bit cooler towards the North Carolina coast, with lows getting into the upper 50s across Rocky Mount and towards Greenville. Charlotte on Monday morning when you head into work, jacket maybe. 57 in Asheville, 54 in Boone, 63 in Charlotte, 64 in Columbia, and towards Wilmington in the low to mid 60s when you wake up Monday. Tuesday, again, remember that frontal system is bringing in fall time temperatures. So we are going to first see those temperatures be fall-like in the mountains. 43 when you wake up Tuesday morning in Boone, 48 in Asheville. That air has not quite got to the Piedmont. We would have to wait till Wednesday morning, where now you're getting high lows in the upper 40s across the foothills in Piedmont, 48 in Hickory, 53 still in Charlotte. It continues to cool off Thursday morning when you wake up, 47 in Hickory, 41 in Boone, 44 in Asheville. Even the coastal areas will see temperatures begin to fall, where by Thursday morning you will see temperatures ranging from the low 60s to mid 50s across the coastal areas of North and South Carolina. The precipitation for October 4th ending at 8 p.m. Unfortunately, we do have a pretty good shot of seeing some rain across the northern parts of the North Carolina mountains into the central parts, where 44% chance towards Boone. Generally, the precipitation should be rather light, but you might see or hear a rumble of thunder across the area. Getting into tonight, those chances go way down. There's diurnally forced convection. And then October 5th, during the day, no precipitation, hardly any. You might find a little bit higher chance towards the coast, but really nothing to talk about as far as the precipitation goes outside of the October 4th today, this afternoon across the mountains of North Carolina. As we get into Monday, however, again, remember that frontal system bringing our fall time air will kick off some showers across the Virginias, but everything should stay pretty much towards the north during the day on Monday into Tuesday. And then after Tuesday, remember we have highs in the low 70s across pretty much the entire area by Wednesday into Thursday. For the tropical weather, so far, the only storms that we have are Hurricane Kirk and Tropical Storm Leslie. Hurricane Kirk is now a major hurricane, Category 4. Both of those storms are expected to just stay out to sea. And again, the National Hurricane Center is still monitoring the convection down in the central and southern parts of the Gulf of Mexico. The model runs that I've seen from GFS, ECMWF, and their ensembles are keeping this precipitation, the heaviest precipitation, across central and southern Florida, which is absolutely good news.